Two teams meet in the semifinals because it makes no sense for nobody to be in the semifinals. One of them, Storm8. The other, Amazon.com. In the After Hours Gaming League semifinal number one of these teams will emerge victorious and advance to the grand finals, held at Red Bull Santa Monica. Who will it be? Without any further ado, let's hop into it. In the top left corner, from Team Storm8, the team that narrowly got through the wildcard FFA, the team that defeated last year's champions in the quarterfinals. From Team Storm8, it is Gnasher. Clap, 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 clap. And down in the bottom right, from Team Amazon, will they cheese or will they go for a standard play? It is Metzelmats. Oh, yes. Metzelmats. It's going to be Zerg versus Zerg. This map does allow for some nice positioning at the natural expansion. You kind of have this odd open area. Great for tanks. Love putting tanks here. Very weird for the Ling-Baneling interaction because the Lings can kind of getting at all sorts of angles. But here, this is a controllable position for most players. And oh my god, it's a pool at 14. But what we're seeing over on Gnasher's side of things is he's going for hatch first. It looks like it will pan out to be a more typical early expand play from Gnasher. Wow, Gnasher has been watching Leenock play. He's been watching people like Life play. Loves that hatch, gas, pool. Metzelmats is doing a little bit more of a conservative pool and then hatchery style expand. Will say I do like the build that we're seeing out of Gnasher a little bit more. He's getting gas earlier. He's going to have speed earlier, which means he can begin hurting Metzelmats earlier. Earlier. Queen coming up from Metzelmats. Nothing too out of the ordinary at this position. The only really noteworthy thing is the fact that in Heart of the Swarm, it is very common to go for the Mutalisk-based openings. The Roaches have really kind of lost their popularity. They've lost their flair. There's no insta-fungals to support them. Only DJ Wheat has the skill shot enough to annihilate Mutalisks with fungal growths. So, of course, Metzelmats, getting himself up his queen, his economy, needs to begin thinking about some of that early defense. There's a number of all-ins he needs to worry about. Now that he's seen that hatch, he's going to start going, ugh, I kind of wish I had something to deal with that earlier. It's the speed coming in. Gnasher is leaving. Wow, 2 in gas. Gnasher's giving the signal, giving the nod. I'm thinking of going Banelings. Meanwhile, down in Camp Metzelmats, it looks like he has 1 queen. Is he getting 2 more queens? Nope, just a single one. He's even left Zerglings in his main gas. Metzelmats, both these players leaving dudes in the gas, but in that unit station we see that no one has really flooded for any sort of Zerglings. It's largely been a drone-based play. Uh-oh, there's the first Baneling nest from Metzelmats. Still looking very defensive. Getting the speed up. The early Zergling aggression, you need the speed to be able to catch up to. The more delayed aggression, you need Banelings to be able to deal with. So it looks like Gnasher is going to be just doing a little poke with his speed. Both players actually going for the long term. This means that they'll be fairly even in terms of drones. Metzelmats got his first inject up earlier. Gnasher got his first inject pair up earlier. So it's they kind of alternate back and forth as to who will have the drone lead. So everything's pretty typical at this point. This is where the first set of big decisions end up being made. It looks like, oh, Metzelmats. Oh, making a lot of lings. Only 12 lings out for Gnasher. He's going to start to move it out. Storm8's Gnasher has 1 in gas. That's certainly a sign that he wants to be doing some attacking. The Baneling nest from Gnasher finishing up soon. The runaround to Rue is completed. He sees absolutely everything that's up in there. And it looks like he might be pulling back. Oh, he's going to pull back. Is he going to go for that? Oh, whoa, it looks like Gnasher is thinking some attacking is going to be going down. Metzelmats is not really going to be doing that. Whoever gets the layer first in this position is the one I'm going to be favoring. Oh my god, Metzel Mats. You got this. Amazon's Metzel Mats getting his layer up first. Already has 2 geysers in his main, 2 more coming up. We're starting to see the tri-geyser action from Nasher, who's gotten a little bit too defensively minded. He has conserved some gas given the fact that he's not building any banelings, but Nasher has some pretty nice vision coverage over on Metzel Mats' side of the screen. Not so much. Basically has this one and this awkwardly planted back one. So it looks like with that Evo chamber going down for Nasher, he's establishing sort of reasoned control there. Just now starting his hatch up. Wow, flooding lings. He must sense that he's behind on that sort of tech. He's going to try to poke in. Oh, ouch. Ah, ooh, ugh. Zergling massacre goes down. 11 Zerglings lost their lives there. But I genuinely wonder, what is he going to be doing? There's 2 defensive banelings, but 10 more Zerglings coming out. There's the ground carapace. On this map, a lot of players have really been enjoying going for the mass Zergling play. Massing up Zerglings, getting a macro hatch up in the main, getting a couple of infestors, but not that many, just trying to tech up to Hive. Was popular a while back when Dongray-gu was winning MLGs and had a little bit of a surge of popularity, given the fact that so many Zergs are cutting defenses, don't have things like roaches back home. Relying purely on Zerglings, there's the third base from Nasher. Their third base timings are pretty equal. Mostly Zerglings from Metzel Mats when that third base is being snatched up. Flooding Zerglings, a very common way to try to keep yourself defended. So Nasher is saying, alright, well, I might be behind on the Spire tech, but I'm going to be trying to get enough Zerglings up to apply pressure to you. The real danger is this gas differential, 850 to 450. That's 8 more Mutalisks for Metzel Mats, so I'm really leaning towards the Amazon Zerg player right now. He's looking absolutely fan-frickin-tastical, Nasher. Nasher, he prays for the Baneling connections. Can he get one? Can he get one? Just a single one for posterity. Oh, excellent. Yes! Yes, don't stop, Nasher. That was so good. A trio, the trifecta of detonation. Oh my gosh. That was awesome. Metzel Mats is going to move up. Oh my god! Metzel Mats equalizes with another blast of awesomeness. Oh my gosh. This is not a cream-filled donut. This is a donut filled with another cream-filled donut. This is incredible. This is like fractal awesomeness occurring right before us. If only Banes did friendly fire, we'd be really in for a show. But right now it's 10 Mutalisks versus just 17 Zerglings. Small number of Mutalisks now getting constructed for Nasher. Well, at this point in time, adding in a couple spines of Spore seems reasonable at this point in time, but if you get too many defensive structures in a Zerg vs. Zerg, you essentially sacrifice any ability to put pressure on. Metzel Mats getting his expos up. 12 Mutalisks to no Mutalisks, only 3, 6, 8. It looks like he's going to try to pick off these Banelings. This is the perfect timing for Metzel Mats. Oh, there's going to be a massive loss of Mutalisk for the red Zerg player, and it looks like Metzel Mats recognizes, turns around to engage. He's picked off 2 Mutalisks. He's going to be getting more 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 Mutas. Oh my god, Metzel Mats is dominating. Metzel Mats in total control. Amazon looking poised to take the lead. See you later, defensive structure. Nasher dealing the maximum damage. Oh, but still not going to be nearly enough. Couple Zerglings moved down, but it looks like the defensive Banelings are still aptly poised to strike against this. Nasher really running very, very low on options. Metzel Mats ripping this expansion apart down in the bottom left. We see that there's a supply lead for the blue Zerg. A queen might fall. Indeed it does, but still no anti-air over in the main base. Mutalisks are just gonna go and kill one base at a time. The base count rapidly dwindling. Drama, dilemmas, pain, bleeding, all things that organisms do, especially Storm8 Nashers. Metzel Mats picks off Mutalisks one at a time. The supply count is getting increasingly topple-sided. Nasher's gonna do one last counterattack with his Zerglings and pray that his +1 Carapace is going to be enough to equalize, but I'm not so sure that's the case. Uh-oh. Metzel Mats losing focus. Zergling's actually springing in, doing some considerable damage. In the main base, it looks like, whoa, the Mutalisks had to retreat. But the Mutals are at home, picking off the drone count. In the drone counting station, we see it's really quite gruesome. 34 to 53. Ugh. Nasher's looking for more opportunities, more windows on this map. There are plenty of counterattack paths, but Metzelmatz has it all worked out. He has it very nearly all worked out. He had the vast majority of it worked out. A couple of Zerglings are going to be heading straight down to the expansion, where 4 Banelings will be there to meet and greet. Another queen will lose her life today, but so will a big old pack of Zerglings. A couple body parts spatter absolutely everywhere. More Overlords vulnerable up in center map. More Mutalisks losing their lives. He needs to pull back. No, GG! It means that right now Team Amazon leads the series 2-1. When we return, we will be in Game 4. So stay tuned. This is the After Hours Gaming League by Day9 TV and supported by Red Bull Gaming. Can't wait to see you in 3 minutes.